My wife declared, "I slept with my boss, big deal." I stared at her across the dining table, her eyes daring me to explode. The words still echoed in the room, sharp and deliberate. "I slept with my boss, big deal?" She wanted a reaction. Rage, begging, tears. I gave her none. Instead, I slid a plain white envelope across the polished wood and stood up. No words, no raised voice, just a small gesture, enough to unsettle her. She looked at it, hesitated, then laughed nervously. But the laughter didn't last, because she knew I was not the type of man to bluff. We had been married 8 years, 8 years of routines, dreams, and plans, her hand and mine through everything, or so I thought. I built a life for us, piece by piece, brick by brick, never questioning her loyalty. She played the perfect wife, affectionate in public, sweet in private. But even the best masks slip eventually. It started small, a perfume I didn't recognize lingering on her clothes late at night. A smirk when she texted, her thumb moving faster than usual. Then, one evening, I saw it. Her phone on the counter, screen lighting up with a message she didn't expect me to see. A name. Her boss. A preview of words no colleague should ever send. Last night was worth every risk. The floor beneath me seemed to vanish. My heart didn't race. It slowed, steady and precise, like a surgeon before an incision. I said nothing. She was in the shower, humming. That was the night I stopped being her husband and started being her hunter. Revenge is not chaos, it's discipline. I backed up her phone. Every picture, every text, every whispered promise she thought was safe in a chat thread. I placed a camera in her car, another in the guest room she occasionally worked late in. Within 2 weeks, I had enough footage to bury them both. But information alone wasn't enough. I wanted destruction that lasted. So I studied her boss. A married man, reputation spotless, a career balanced on public image. His company relied on trust, contracts worth millions. I didn't need to touch him physically. His life was a tower of glass. I only needed the right stone. And I had it. The envelope on the table contained a single flash drive. She never opened it. She didn't dare. But the next morning, her boss did. At 7:12 a.m., my phone buzzed. His number flashed on the screen. I answered. His voice trembled, stripped of power. "I just got the email. Who did you send that video to? For the love of God, what did you do?" I let silence hang. Then I spoke, calm and deliberate. I sent it to the only people who deserved to know. Your wife, your board of directors, and a lawyer who specializes in employee harassment cases. The line went dead. Minutes later, my wife stormed into the room, face pale. "What did you do?" she demanded. Her voice cracked, fear, not anger. I only looked at her. She understood then that her little big deal wasn't small at all. Her boss resigned by noon. Publicly, he cited health reasons. Privately, his empire crumbled. Lawsuits began circling like vultures. His wife filed for divorce the same week, bleeding him dry before the world even grasped the scandal. As for her, my wife, she tried to spin it. Tears, apologies, empty promises. But the truth was already out. Her friends knew, her family knew, her colleagues whispered behind her back. And me? I had already filed the papers. My lawyer had evidence so airtight she couldn't contest a thing. Assets divided in my favor. House, savings, custody of dignity, mine. The day she packed her bags, she avoided my eyes. She looked smaller, fragile, like a shadow of the woman she once pretended to be. Before she left, she tried one last time. "You didn't have to destroy me like this," she whispered, voice trembling. I finally looked at her. "You destroyed us the moment you decided he was worth more than me. All I did was return the favor, cleanly, completely." She had no reply, just silence, as she carried her suitcase out of the life she set on fire. I didn't celebrate. Revenge isn't about champagne or victory dances. It's about balance. I had loved her once, trusted her, shared a life with her. But betrayal demands an answer, And mine was surgical, precise, final. Now, when I sit at that same dining table, I remember her words. Big deal. She was right. It was a big deal. Big enough to end her career. Big enough to shadow her reputation. Big enough to erase her from my future. And when I look back, I feel no regret, only clarity. Because in the end, she taught me one lesson I'll never forget. When someone betrays you and dares to call it no big deal, the only fitting response is to show them just how big of a deal it really is.